Hello, everybody, and welcome to Crunch My Numbers podcast. I'm your host, Paul Redmond, and this is the last episode in season 1 of our 2024 podcast. So thank you, everybody, for listening in. And what we're going to do today is a little roundup of what we talked about during the last 20 episodes. So I suppose for me is how to frame this conversation, what way to talk to you about. So I think if we're going to look at true health, wealth, and relationships, which are 3 of the core markers that we actually looked at throughout the year. And I suppose from a health perspective, and this is not just your own personal health, which I believe is really, really important. And I think everybody should have a medical once a year. And I encourage anybody to do that. But this is from a business perspective as well. How healthy is your business and how healthy are your relationships within your business? But I suppose the 3 main things to do with the health we looked at. The first thing is saying no. And sometimes as an entrepreneur, it's essential to learn to say no to opportunities that don't align with your core focus. And why would you do that? I suppose really you would do it to prevent burnout and to allow you to allocate time effectively for well-being and personal well-being and business well-being. And saying no to me to something, especially to an opportunity, because I always like that, to look ahead and to look for opportunities down the line, is sometimes very, very difficult. I think it's really important at times, especially in times where we have such change around business and such change around the whole world at the moment. So saying no is the number one thing I'm going to say people to encourage to do a little bit more within their health area. The second thing is balance, and striking a balance between the demands of your business and the needs of your family. This is crucial because neglecting either side can lead to massive stress and affect your overall well-being. And at times, I know there's times in a business cycle where you have to actually spend a lot of your time concentrating on that business cycle. And there's times that will happen within your family where you need to prioritize your family. But understanding that there is a balance and that there is demands, and you need to have the demands within those areas, because if not, neglecting will really lead to burnout. And I've suffered burnout myself in the past, and I've suffered with ill health in the past. And thankfully, I'm at the other side of that now. So balance is really, really important. The other thing is we talked about a lot about was the 4 areas of a business. And the 4 areas were startup, grow, scale, and harvest. And I think each of those, as we talked about, have a particular nuance to them. And each of them are something that we can actually anticipate if we're working on our business. And we've looked at over 500,000 different business situations. So each of those phases we're quite used to, and we're quite used to seeing what's ahead in each of the phases. But as a business owner, it's educating yourself on where you're at within the phase for your business, and then understanding when you cross the bridge how to transition from one phase to the next. And as a business can be in a growth or a scale phase and still have a startup mentality, because it could be starting up another department within their business or another area within their business. And you have to go back through the 4 stages again to, start up, grow, scale, and harvest from those areas. So having a framework is really important so that you can look at any particular situation. You can say no. You need to look at striking a balance, and you need to understand where you are on that framework within those 4 areas. So that's really the first main area to look at within the health side of it. The next thing we looked at is the wealth. And within the wealth is what affects wealth within your own personal life and what affects the wealth within your business life again. And for me, the wealth of my business and how to assist with growing my business, the rise of AI and automation necessitates that business leaders stay adaptable and test new technologies. I think one of the big lessons we learned this year is that this is here and it's not going away. So you have to adapt, and you have to adapt whatever it is within whatever area of your life. You have to understand and adapt to AI and automation, because as well as being a hugely beneficial thing within your business, you can feel a lot of overwhelm because you feel you're going to be left behind, because every day there seems to be a new area of AI affecting us as business leaders and as people that live on this planet, and understanding where that fits in and how to deal with that is something that taking a step back and having a little bit of understanding for it will help you on your journey. The other thing is a financial master planning, and building a financial master planning should address a lot of areas, and in particular, it should address wealth building. And it's really important to have a master plan to address building wealth within your business or your personal life. It should address security and risk management within your business and within your life. And risk management is something that we really need to take seriously, whether that's your personal health and the risks to do with that, or whether it's your business cash flow and it's the risk to do with that. So risk management, wealth building, and security are massively important in terms of the financial master plan. And it's also building for a comfortable retirement. Now, the plan should give you direction and clarity while remaining flexible enough to accommodate changes in your needs or circumstances. And that's what a plan should really give you. And that's what a plan should do. How can we have a plan, but it's flexible enough to accommodate if something happens to us, and it helps us with security, wealth building, retirement, and risk management. The third part of the wealth side is understanding what a freedom number is and how a freedom number is key to everything you do. It represents financial resources required to achieve your desired lifestyles and your financial independence. So, what is your financial freedom number in what particular area of your life? And that could be as simple as a number on a scale that you want to reach with weight. It could be as simple as a financial freedom number that you're trying to achieve for your own personal financial planning on a monthly basis. It could represent your business financial freedom number, but is a really good concept to understand. And the results out of that should represent desired lifestyles, goals, and financial independence. So that's the three areas of wealth. And the last areas we're going to look at is relationships. And in terms of relationships, what's the principle that we need to have in looking at the relationships that we need to build within our business and within our own personal life? For us first, the key is family first. Always and every time should be family first building. Prioritize family well-being should be at the forefront of business decisions. Financial choices should support your family needs and your future aspirations. So having a family first mentality is so important, and it's a different framework to look at in terms of everything that you do. The second area of this is harmonious integration. So aligning your business journey, your business goals, and your family needs. This creates a harmonious balance between professional ambitions and personal life. I don't think, as the son of an undertaker, we ever got to the other side of a journey and talked to people. And when people come to the end of their life, they ever said, I should have worked more. I don't think I've ever heard of anybody saying, I should have worked more, I should have worked more. A lot of them say, I should have done the things I really wanted to do. So having a family first mentality, having just harmonious integration between your successful business journey, aligning your business goals with your family needs. This is really, really important. And the last part of the relationship building is goal alignment. Now, goal alignment, so businesses thrive and your personal life will thrive when both the personal and the business goals are aligned. And this alignment ensures that business supports happy, wealthy, healthy, and personal life. And not only does all of these 9 areas build into a really good framework for reviewing your past year and then looking at next year, this should apply not just to yourself, but it should apply to your team members. And you need to have your team members, every one of them, looking at those 9 areas. And it's a good thing to talk to your clients about. And it's a good thing to talk in general about is, where are you? So some people sit down at the end of the year and it's a great time to be aligning goals and aligning what you want to achieve for 2025. But just look back at the 3 main areas that we said, health, wealth, and relationships, and use it as a framework for a system for aligning all of that for 2025. The journey now for me of doing the podcast has been something that I wanted to do for a long time, but I kind of fell into it in the end. Thanks to Rachel here. And it's something I'm very glad I did. And I would encourage anybody that's considering to do a podcast to actually start it. Nobody likes hearing their own voice at the other end of this. And there's a lot of things in it that you don't like, but it's a great way to verbalize what's in your head. And it's a great legacy to leave behind for somebody to listen to into the future, maybe. And I hope some of you got some value out of the last 20 episodes. I certainly learned a lot about myself while doing them. And I know a lot of people have thanked us here as a team for putting them out. So this is the end of season 1. It's not ending on a cliffhanger, I would say. But season 2 we will do in 2025, and we'll change up the format a bit, and we might do it based on an interview basis of people that I really wanted to sit down and have conversations with. And I think anyone that has any ideas, please feel free. And again, thanks so much for your messages and your interaction. Have a wonderful Christmas and have a happy new year. Bye for now.